Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big41 Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 14 of winning a national title with every team in the game. So as you saw last episode, Memphis took 8 seasons. So they're not, in the top 5, I think, if I remember correctly. But so far, Pitt has the record of 3 seasons, and as you guys know, or if you guys haven't seen any of the episodes, they should be in the top right-hand corner right here, right now. So if you want, go back, watch them all in this playlist. It'll also be at the end of the video if you guys also want to watch this one and then see how all the other ones went. Anyways, as you guys know, or if you guys are new, we have to spin a wheel to decide who is the next team that we have to spin. So obviously, let's figure this out right here, right now. And the team that we are going to take in episode number 14 is going to be, I think, a big one. It is going to be Texas A&M. Going to be one of the first major ones besides Pitt that we've done in a while. So obviously Texas A&M is in the SEC. And they are ranked already. They're one of the top teams as well. Obviously, we're going to be a head coach, and this guy's an A+ already, so this is going to be very, very nice. Although they're kind of been mostly even here. So we're going to sign the contract, of course, just like normal. We'll take a look at the team. I'll simulate Season 1, and we'll see everyone at the end of Season 1 here in just a second once we find out what we really need, to be honest with you. So taking a look, we do have a sophomore quarterback, which is really, really nice. He'll be with us for a while. Freshman halfback. I'm pretty sure Texas A&M is like one of the really good teams in this game to really to use and everything. Wide receivers could use some more speed. Tight end could use some speed as well. Our offensive line is all 80s overalls, which is nice. I mean, we're an 88 overall team with a 90 overall offense and 87 defense. So really, it's just about depth. There's no really starting seniors besides this defensive tackle and some wide receivers. We have multiple freshman linebackers. We do have a couple senior corners, so we do need to start thinking about getting their replacements for next season. And a senior strong safety and some kickers. So all in all, that is what we need. So I'm going to go ahead, simulate Season 1. I'll see everyone at the end of Season 1. And we'll be back. So here we are at the end of season number 1 here with Texas A&M. We go 9-3 in the SEC championship game. We ranked 8th currently at the moment. We win. I think we make it to the college football playoff. A loss, we're probably going to be out of it since we're going to be 9-4. It's very unlikely that we do win this game against Georgia because they are 11-1 and could knock us out of the college football playoff. But we lost to Notre Dame, we lost to Florida, we lost to Arkansas. Then we kind of went on a big winning streak here, beating Texas, Auburn, New Mexico State, South Carolina, LSU in a close game, Missouri in a close game. If we just would have beat Florida or even Notre Dame, we would have had a shot, or even Arkansas. We would have had a shot at being pretty good. But all in all, it just depends on this game right here. If we beat Georgia, we're in the college football playoff. A loss, and we're on the outside looking in. And maybe we make it, maybe we don't. We just got 2,000 XP, though. Did we win? We won. We beat Georgia. We upset Georgia, technically, because they're ranked number 1. We are SEC champions, which is fantastic. Dylan Gabriel gets the Heisman throwing 0 interceptions, which I think is highly unrelatable. But, anywho, we do make the college football playoff. We actually are the 3 seed facing the winner of Penn State and Georgia, so that's very, very nice. I was hoping we would get 1, or even 2 to face Liberty or Miami. But we'll take the first round bye here in our first season with Texas A&M. Now, it all depends on how we do in the college football playoff. This could be a one and done with Texas A&M. Could possibly be. You never know. We are going to be facing Penn State, so Penn State beats Georgia in their game. And here we go. First year, we make the college football playoff. Let's see if we can continue. We're technically better than Penn State, but it all depends on how simulation goes for us here. A win, and we go to the semifinals in our first season. A loss, It's on to season number 2 with Texas A&M. Texas A&M has a chance to break the record. Let's go quarter by quarter. First quarter, Penn State puts up a touchdown. We put up a field goal. 7-3 at the end of 1. Our next drive, we put up another field goal, so it's 7-6. Still 7-6, and 7-6 at the half. I think we get ball to start the second half. We do, and we get up another field goal. Now we get a touchdown. It's now 16-7, and we'll go play by play here. There's a big 17-yard catch, and now 11-yard catch, and now a huge 22-yard catch. Now we're just kind of driving on them. Now we're at first and goal at the 3, and we get another touchdown. It looks like we are moving on to the semifinals. About 4 minutes to go here in this game. 22-7 lead for Texas A&M. Penn State does get a touchdown to make this an 8-point game, but a first down there, and this game is pretty much over, and that is going to do it. We win the Peach Bowl. We move on to face somebody else. But that's going to be another win for Texas A&M. Again, now 2 wins away from getting the first overall, I guess the number 1 position in our little simulations here. It'd be very insane if we could continue. I don't think it's going to happen, though. We have lost 3 games, but Texas A&M so far has had good sim logic. So, all in all, we'll kind of see how it goes. Again, 1 and done. We have yet to have a 1 and done yet. Have yet to have it. We will be facing Miami in the Orange Bowl. So they're nearing home. So it pretty much will be a home game for Miami. But all in all, here we go. Texas A&M and Miami. We're the better team on paper, but again, that doesn't matter this late in the season. It all depends on how we play. Let's see how we do. Again, win, and it's a natty. Miami is technically at home here. We're playing at Hard Rock Stadium. Looks like we're getting ball to start first, and our first drive ends in a touchdown. Miami's ends in a punt. We punt as well, and they punt on their second drive as well, so pretty even so far. And now a field goal to make it a 2-possession lead. Miami can't do anything before half. It's 10-0 at the half for Texas A&M. Still 10-0. Now 10-7. Now 14-7 or 14-10. And now we'll go play by play. And how about a touchdown to begin the fourth quarter to make it 17-14? Miami's got to find something. They can't do anything. We'll start from our own 30-yard line, and there's a good pass for 16 yards. Now run for 4. A touchdown would pretty much put the game on ice, but we're going to get sacked, and now we have to punt. Then they start from their own 35, and they get some good plays here. Now second down, third down and 10. I think they get the first down. They did on a huge run. And how about a pick? No, it's a penalty. Never mind. No, it is picked. I don't know what happened there, but we'll take it. Third down and 4. It's now 4th and 4, but it's a punt, and it's not a very good one either. They get a gain of 2. They have 1 timeout left, a gain of 16. Now we'll gain a 13. It's a field goal with 10 seconds left. We're going to overtime. Miami will start with the ball. They get a touchdown. Texas A&M will get a touchdown of our own. Do we get the first down? Though we do get the first down. Second down and 10. Third and 10. We get the touchdown, but we don't get the 2. Miami of Ohio. And Miami is going to win this game. I said Miami of Ohio. I was not thinking. It is just normal Miami. They get the 2-point conversion. They will win this game over us over Texas A&M 32-30. So unfortunately, the one and done season has yet to be. They score all their points in second half, especially in overtime, scoring 17 points. We only score, we had a 10-0 lead early. We just couldn't do anything in that third quarter. If we get a field goal or a touchdown, we win that game either way. But unfortunately, the one and done season, of course, is not happening. So, we're going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the season recap, see who wins the national championship. Let's see if it is Miami. More than likely, it's going to be Oregon because Oregon always wins season 1, more than likely. I've always seen it's going to be Oregon. No, it is Miami. Miami defeats Oregon 42-31, so we end up losing to the eventual, national champions. But we brought them to overtime, so all in all, it was a good season, but unfortunately ends one game before where we want it to be. So that is going to end season number 1. It is going to be on to season number 2, and hopefully, maybe, Texas A&M sets the record. And here we are at the end of season number 2 a very, very solid season where we go 7-1 on the season, making the conference championship again. We had a solid season. We barely beat Notre Dame when they were ranked at the time. Granted, they went 6-6. We beat, the Missouri-Kansas rivalry, so that's kind of cool. Kansas was 2-0 at the time and ranked, and then they have just completely fallen apart in the Big 12. Same thing with Missouri. Missouri was like 3-1, and they were terrible. Only loss came against Florida, who went 3-9 on the season. We beat Mississippi State. We beat Texas. We destroyed Auburn 33-0. But yeah, really the only one loss came against Florida, and that was another big one. We face number 1 Georgia. It's number 1 versus number 2. Whoever wins gets the number 1 seed in the college football playoff. Whoever loses probably gets the 5, maybe the 7, or the 6. Who knows? I'm hoping we can get the win here right now. So all depends on this game right here against Georgia. Texas A&M has a chance to set the new record at 2 seasons. 2 seasons. That'd be it. Dalton Brooks gets Player of the Week. You only got 10, that's 10 tackles. I don't like that. I don't think we won because it didn't tell us. Fafita, is that how you say his name? Wins the Heisman? Caden Jenkins wins the best defensive back with 7 picks and 2 touchdowns. Very, very solid season from him. It looks like we did lose because, we dropped down to 5. So we will face Alabama in the start of the college football playoffs. So more SEC teams. Yeah, they destroyed us. Georgia wins, so we drop down to 7. Michigan at the 5, Arizona at the 12, Liberty, Georgia, Tulane, and Penn State all won their conference titles, so they get the automatic buys. Michigan, Utah, Clemson, Kansas State, Oregon, Alabama, and Texas A&M here. So we have a lot tougher road to the Natty, but hopefully we can get it done here in season number 2. But here we go. Alabama and Texas A&M. Let's find out how this will go right here, right now. It's about the same overalls, and they may have a little bit of better overall, but who knows? Other than that, it's what we're looking at. We need a win. Keep going with those wins. We're going to go quarter by quarter just like all we always do. We get the home game as well against Alabama, another SEC team. We didn't have to face them. Quarter by quarter, Alabama starts with a touchdown. It's 7-0 here early after quarter number 1. On to quarter number 2, we get up a touchdown. Nothing doing. Now we score just before half. It's 14-7 going into the second half. And Alabama will turn it over, and we kick a field goal to go up 17-7. And we have the ball on their side of the field trying to go up multiple scores. A penalty on the defense and a touchdown. And it's 24-7. And now an interception. And that might do it. We're going to run the ball in. It's 31-7. Now it's 31-15 after they get a 2-point conversion. Another turnover. And that is it. Texas A&M will beat Alabama to move on to face Penn State, which will be a lot tougher matchup as well. Still, it's going to be tough matchups the rest of the way here with Texas A&M. Last year we did very, very good. Granted, we did lose 3 games that last year. This year, we've only lost 2. We, of course, won the playoff game winner. If you guys did forget last year, I can't even find it now because Coach Contracts is in the coach screen. We won the SEC and we won the Peach Bowl. That was it. So we made the semifinals and then lost. Hopefully this year we can get back to that spot and this time win it and go to a natty because that would be the best that we can do. I think that's Wiegman? I don't know how you say his name, but we will be facing Penn State in the Rose Bowl. So this will be a lot tougher matchup. So here we go. Texas A&M, Penn State, 2 versus 5 here in the Rose Bowl. They're an 87 overall. We are an 89. 91 offense, 89 defense. They have an 89 offense and 87 defense. So we can see how well we do here. We need a win. Keep going with these wins would be very, very great for us. We need it to happen as well to move on to the semifinals. Let's go quarter by quarter just like we normally do in these episodes and nothing doing on both first drives. And wait, did that say we had points? Okay, no, there's no points. I thought someone did something. 7-0 after we scored a touchdown the second quarter. Penn State will kick a field goal just before the half, so it's 7-3. Penn State will drive down and get a touchdown. We kick a field goal, so it's a tie game in the fourth quarter. And they're going to have to, they take a sack, and they're going to have to punt. And we have excellent field position here in the fourth quarter. A big 16-yard gain on third down and short, and we get a touchdown to make it 17-10. And they're going to have to punt, so we can take as much time as we can and try to kick a field goal to go up 10 points. That's a big gain of 4 for a first down, and now a huge gain of 11. Now 2 minutes to go. We get a first down 11-yard gain. And now 11, or is 11? Now it's first down and 20, it looks like. But we are in field goal range. We're going to kick a field goal to go up by 10. 10 seconds to go. Now 8, and that is going to be it. We will move on 20-10 over Penn State. We are now 2 wins away from a national championship. And why was his eyes so wide there? His eyes were super wide for some reason. But hey, we'll take the win. We move on. And now to the Final Four again, just like last year. But this year, we're going to win it. I kind of want to see how Georgia did in their game, because I really don't want to face Georgia in the Natty. That's the one team I really don't want to face here. We are facing Kansas State. I want to get my revenge on Kansas State because they beat Ball State in our dynasty in season 2. They did beat Clemson 45-7, and Liberty beat Michigan by 12. Kansas State, did beat our Ball State dynasty. If you guys miss any of those or haven't seen that episode or series, should be on the screen at the end on our most recent uploads for the start of season number 3 for them. But anywho, Texas A&M, Kansas State. I also want to beat Kansas State because I'm a Kansas fan. I mean, they're 81 overall. We should destroy Kansas State here in this game. Let's get it started, though. A win, we're in the national championship and have a chance to set the record at 2 seasons with this series. So far, the series is tied at 2 seasons. Or 3 seasons, excuse me. 3 seasons. Oh, I meant by end the game. I meant by quarter. I'm going to go ahead and skip that because I missed the first drive. And Kansas State will get a touchdown. It's 7-0 early here for Kansas State. And now we finally put up something. We get a touchdown, but they get a field goal just before half to make it 10-7, and they start with ball as well. But we get a pick. It's 14-10. Still 14-10, and we have the ball in this here to start the fourth quarter. We go backwards, and now we're going to have to punt. But Kansas State goes nowhere. That's a big gain of 17. We need at least a field goal to go up 7, but we're going to have to punt. Kansas State will punt as well. 3 minutes to go. This is a very close game. Very surprisingly, because these guys aren't the best overalls as well. But like we've known, it does not matter. But we're going to go down to a couple knees, and that is going to be ball game. We win the Peach Bowl again back-to-back seasons on a 14-10 win over Kansas State. I mean, it should have been a lot worse loss for Kansas State with their overall, but apparently they play well above their overall. So, all in all, it depends. Who's going to be our national championship matchup? Is going to be Georgia. It's going to be a rematch of the SEC championship game. Or is it going to be against Liberty? If it's against Liberty, you have a very good shot at winning this natty. If it's against Georgia, it's going to be tough. Georgia's a very good team. But here we go. And it is Georgia. One team I did want to play against. We have unlocked strategists, but that really doesn't matter if we win this game right here, right now. So here we go. Texas A&M, Georgia, the rematch of the SEC championship game. Well, Georgia destroyed us. Let's see if we can take our revenge. They're a 90 overall. We are an 89. The only spot we beat them is offense. Hopefully our offense can come to play here. Because I feel like we need at least 30 points to beat Georgia. Unless our defense can just suddenly stop somebody. Well, they stopped Kansas State, but they're only an 81 overall. But here we go. Let's go quarter by quarter. We start with ball first and don't do anything, but our second drive, we put up a touchdown to make it 7-0 here early. Our first drive in the second. Now it's 17-0 after a turnover, but 17-7 at the half. Georgia with a nice one-play touchdown drive. But now it's 24-7. Are we going to get our revenge from the SEC championship game? Georgia's got something to say about it, though. 24-14, and we're going to have to punt the football. It's not what I want to do, but they're also, no, they win for it, being down 2 scores. And they're going to get sacked. Oh, it's a penalty. I'm sorry. Still, it works. We get a first down for 22 yards. A touchdown ends it, and there it is. 31-14. We'll just go ahead and go fast advance, and Texas A&M has set the record on the channel for winning a natty in only 2 seasons here. I mean, we had a chance at the first season. Texas A&M beats Georgia 31-21, and honestly, not surprised that this only took 2 seasons to begin with. They have now set the record for the least amount of seasons to win a national championship, again with 2, beating out Pitt's record at 3. And that was a very quick and easy little shorter episode than normal. Usually these are about 30, 40 minutes just because, or even hours if they're, longer seasons. But, man, Texas A&M was immediately in the college football playoff both seasons, and we are national champions. So, all in all, a fantastic thing to have. But, of course, what we always do, go over stats, 3,800 yards for Wiegman. I don't know how to say his name. We're going to go by Connor. Connor's an easier name for me to say. Unless that's spelled different, or unless it's said differently. I don't know. Words are hard. English is hard. Anyways, 24-6 touchdown interception ratio. Rushing-wise, Reuben Owens, 1,200 rushing yards, 16 touchdowns. Daniels even had 11 on the ground as well. Connor had 9 on the ground as well. McCaskill had 5 as well. Receiving-wise, 1,000 yards by Noah Thomas with 6 touchdowns. Green had 5. Allen and Vega had 6 and 7 as well with 700 yards. We don't go over blocking because who cares about blocking? Brooks led our team with tackles with 96. Scourton, I believe that's how you say his name, at 13. He is also injured. Hicks had 10 sacks, led the team. Jenkins had 7 interceptions. That's why he was the best defensive back. Brooks and Thomas had 11 and 10 deflections on the season, so very solid from them. Brooks also forced 3 fumbles on the season. We had no safeties, but we did have 2 defensive touchdowns from Caden Jenkins. Kicking-wise, we were 97% from extra points and 76% from field goals. That's not the greatest, but all in all, that's going to do it. Hope you guys did enjoy. I know it's a little bit shorter of an episode, but Texas A&M, takes us only 2 seasons. So, all in all, who will be next? Write a comment down below. Make your guess on who the next episode will be. Of course, we always do wheels. But if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 500. Once we hit 500, we'll do a 24-hour stream right here on YouTube. Both vertical and normal, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to have to learn how to do that because I'm dumb. So, yeah. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.